Welcome back to the YouTube channel.
Welcome back.
This is a different video for us. So normally Matt does the brew and I do pretty. So I do all the logos and pictures and all that sort of stuff. So my knowledge of brewing is limited, I would say. You know,
Well, it's
it's limited.
We'll see.
To an extent. I can probably talk enough, but I've never actually done it. So it's my time.
It's the fun starts.
It's my time. So
Happy days.
Matt's challenged me to make some beer. So I went online and bought some beer making stuff, which I'll be honest, frightens me a little bit. There's a lot of stuff in there, and there's a lot to do as well. So, by the way, 30 quid, I think it was, from Mankind. Any tips, mate, on what I should be doing with this?
Don't blow anything up is one of them.
Okay.
So
well, what could blow?
What could blow? The glass.
Oh.
Don't fill it too much to the top, CO2 at the top.
Right.
Make sure it's in the right temperature, not too hot for its fermentation, because it might get a little bit too lively. But apart from that, you'll be fine. Make sure everything's clean. Really boring, but that's what it is.
Really?
80-90% of brewing's cleanliness, sanitization, stuff like that.
What about like ingredients wise? So obviously I've got to add a load of water. Would you put filtered water in there, bottled water?
Do you know what? When I first started doing it, I started putting in spring water at certain stages. You started off normal water. This is like fairly Burtonised anyway. But and then started doing spring water, and to be honest, I didn't see any difference at all. So
no,
part of the beer is part of the nature of where the beer is produced. It gives an indication of the geography of it anyway, because you've got the Liffey, Guinness are sitting right next to it, and that's why you've got everyone in Burton-on-Trent. Breweries next to the river, basically, because it gives it its own certain characteristics. Basically,
well, we're next to a brook.
So
I go and get some brook water.
We could get some brook water. I'm not sure of the cleanliness around here. I'm sure.
Afternoon wheat brook beer.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that. Don't worry.
A bit of.
I'm not dumb enough to do that.
Bit of beaver droppings, maybe something like that in it.
Well, there you go. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to brew some beer. I'll make it, bottle it, and the end of this video will be me going, "Hey, I'm Matt. Here's my beer. What do you think to it?"
Absolutely.
And he's going to go, "That was shit." Leave it to me. Probably
no.
May not happen. So if you look over there, Matt,
good demo.
Yes. I'm in my kitchen. Do you want to pass that to me?
I will do. Yeah, no problems.
Thank you, Matt. Some long arms there, dude. So, beer making, as discussed between me and Matt just over there. Welcome to my humble abode. This is why I should be brewing some beer, some afternoon wheat beer to be precise, and yeah, this is where you're going to watch me fail. So what we'll do, make beer, not fail. It's going to come out as beery, isn't it? So I think between the dog, my kids and me, we'll make some beer somehow. So I think what I'll do is just going to run through what's in the box. So for anybody who's thinking I'll do a beer kit, you've got a rough idea of what's what. Let's get in the box in a really bad, crap opening box video. Okay, let's do it. The contents of the box. Okay. So first things first, we have a sanitizer pack. Now, Matt was discussing how I should be clean, so hopefully that's going to get me there. This next bag says hops. So I think that's possibly the hops. Doesn't feel like there's much in there. Anyway, it is what it is. Well, then I've got a magic stick. Like a wand. Oh no, it's a thermometer. There you go, it's my big long thermometer. Matron. Then I've got an overexcited dog in the background. It's only a beer making kit, mate. A pipe. Yeah. That's what the pipe looks like. Very sexy. And then finally, oh no, not finally. Ooh, there we've got to go a bit deeper. So we've got, oh, that weighed not a lot. There's a beer making. All right, it helps if you read what you're actually doing. Make some beer with this beer making mix. That's actually more difficult to say than it appears. So that looks to me like all kinds of bits and bobs. Wheat. Definitely wheat. Oats. No, I'm not sure if there's oats in there or not. I'm no grain expert. Then we get a dog trying to eat the tripod bag. Oi! Dog. Very rude, that dog. Then we get some more pipage, which I'm sure I'll know what to do with. And then finally, the demijohn. The John of Demi. Now I'm hoping, yeah, there's the lid for it, which is good, because it was worrying me a little bit. What's that in there then? I suppose we can open all this stuff out now, can't we? So I've got this interesting thing here. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find out what that is. I really just do pretty marketing, nothing else. There's my sanitizer. There looks like the lid, which it is, which I'm assuming that goes in there, creates lid. Got it now. Yes, very good. And some other bits and bobs as well. So there you go. And here's a Jasper. Jasper, up. Yes, what's this? Up, up. And here's Jasper behind the demijohn. There he is. Hello. So me and Jasper are probably going to make some beer, aren't we, buddy? What do you say? What do you say? Woof. Yes, woof woof. Right, that was in the box. So I suppose better start brewing some beer. So essentially, at this point, I'd like to say that I took loads of video. Essentially me just checking temperatures on pans. This is really, really boring. So it's been sped up massively. You can hear me talking rubbish in the background there. Just to give you an idea of the balancing act that I had to do. So this is the grains going into 71 degree temperature water, breaking them down, etc. And as you can see, totally got that the wrong way around. So I'm going to move them over to different pans. But it's all a balancing act, this home brewing, essentially. I only had these pots. The big one there you see is for the boil. I bought that purposely for this vid. I think when you put all the costs together, it's something like 10 quid a bottle by the time. Maybe probably not even that, probably more, probably about 15 quid a bottle. But essentially this is just lots of boiling, lots of running around. And this is where we got to. A little bit of enchilada in the background there. Awesome bit of product placement from myself. You find. Then you can see this the quick change in what happens to the grain. So we're quite far in now into this first part, which is the mash. And yeah, it's just such a balancing act. And obviously drinking lots of beer at the same time, because you have to do that bit. Because if you don't drink beer while you're making beer, there's something actually wrong with you. I think we've decided. So we go to the sparge, or the boil, or whatever you want to. Well, the sparge turns into the boil, but basically we're getting the water out from all those grains into the boil. Now, to this stage, I didn't decide. I looked at the instructions. They said you need 3 tablespoons of honey, and I went, I don't have honey. I'm not, in any shape or form American. So I didn't have anything like that. So we decided, when I say we, me and my mates were doing this, so they've probably come over and there's probably loads of noise going on in the background now. And that's why the enchilada's open, because drinking with your boys. But essentially, I didn't have any. Spoke to the guy, said I want orange in my wheat beer. I think that'd be a really good mix. And then my mate Wayne brought around a grapefruit. So grapefruit went into it. There's some kind of object there. I think that's Wayne's arm helping me just try and get the most out of that mash. So yeah, a full grapefruit went into the boil. Skin, the whole Vatanga, my friend, goes in there. And then we move swiftly on to us looking at a very horrible looking demijohn right about now.
Zoom in.
I've just sent Matt a message saying I might need some filtration advice when it comes to it.
Jasper's got a
I reckon when it's settled, it's going to be
there, isn't it?
all there. You're going to have that much beer.
But that much beer there, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best beer. Right, you have to forgive the tumble dryer in the background. It is a working house, I'm afraid. So, see what happened last night. Oh wow. That has absolutely changed colour. Wow. Okay, so moving on to bottling. So this is a bit of a dead area, so I thought I'd chat over it for you. As you can see, there's the beer in its demijohn with tons of residue. It's so difficult to get this filtered down. I've chosen Smurf looking bottles because I thought they looked cool, but when you fill them they look rubbish, as you'll see any second now. So here's all the piping that came with the kit, and as you can see, going into the old beer bottles. Now look, that's not Smurf beer, is it? That's gone green, clearly. So Jasper, there's old Jasper, look. He is a lockdown puppy.
How's it going?
And brews it every time we're out. Although he does listen to the kids, to be fair to him.
No. Right, put my beer. We just made beer.
Top of Isla's head there. Oh. And there's the beers.
I mean,
looking green.
quality control on the.
I feel like Terry Wogan talking over myself. Right, cheers. Right, so far so good. We're at a point in the video where brew's been done, the bottles are done, they've been conditioned, and so it's now time for people to taste, which is approximately 2 weeks too late because I contracted COVID, which is nasty and nobody needs in their lives. So, you know, take precautions, people. Politics over. And yeah, so tonight is the night. I'm going to do a bit of video tonight as well because some people are going to test it. Now they're actually going to test some proper brews from the actual proper machinery with actual recipes rather than me just having a go. So I just thought I'd show you what it is and what I've called it first. And then hopefully after this will be some people trying it and trying not to be sick, which is why I've called it Spike's Special Spew. And I've decided my side of 06 is now called 06 Spew Co. because I'm no brewer, Matt's the brewer. So we'll have to see what this is. I can already see it's got a line of, I don't know if you can see that, of scum there. And I can also see it's got far too much, I don't know if you can see that, sediment at the bottom. So we'll see. It's also in ridiculously blue bottles because I want it to be like a Smythe. That's Smurf for those people. So there you go. I've made beer and it's called Spike Special Brew, and I'm going to clip my fingers and people will be trying it. Jazz, do you want some spew? No. Right then, here we go.
Oh,
That's a lovely pop. Happy with that.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
Maybe it's not spewy. I should get a little cup for me as well. Right.
That's quite clear, isn't it?
It's clear. It's a lot clearer than before.
Hello. Right. Shall we cheers?
Have a go.
Cheers to the spew.
Cheers.
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 Spew on.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice.
That's not bad, actually.
No.
Can you taste the grapefruit?
Yeah.
That's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all
I'm
right.
happy with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
that's all right.
Very nice.
I've only got 4 bottles left. I'm keeping them to myself. It's a lot of grapefruit though, isn't it?
Yeah, you can taste it afterwards.
You can taste it at the end,
Definitely
can't you?
taste it afterwards.
I wouldn't say too much.
No, no problem.
That's,
No.
Yeah.
Well, I was worried about how many. Did we put 2 in the end?
We put the full one into it.
Was it a full one?
Full one.
Cool.
That's not come out too bad.
No, not at all.
I'm taking that as a victory.
Yeah.
It's the winner.
Nice spew.
Nice spew.
Nice spew.
Right, so hopefully we can hear us. We're in the boozer. Which is great, yeah. And hopefully there's not too much background noise. If there is, I'll talk over this bit. If there's not, then great. Here it is. It's my special brew. Spew, sorry. And Mr. Matt, head brewer of 06 Brew Co. is indeed going to try it.
Let's go. Oh.
Right, what are you getting first of all on smell?
I don't know.
Not Smurfs, hopefully.
I'm going to say pumpkin, but that's only because we're got surrounded by Halloween stuff. It's not.
Go on, give it a pour. Oh, he's poured it a flat one. Now that's interesting because some of these have been flat and some of them have been really fizzy. I'm not quite sure what I did in the bottling process.
That's pretty clear. To be
It's
fair,
not bad, it's a bit hazy.
it's also supposed to be a wheat beer, isn't it?
Yes, it's sweet.
Yeah, so it's not supposed to. I mean, you think about cover of what's it called? Hogarden.
Do you want to know what I've done or not done?
Not yet. No.
You want to taste first, go for it.
Oh, I don't want to taste it yet. I want to.
Wow.
I really can't.
I feel like someone's really caring about my beer.
You know, you smell too many times, you lose the ability to smell.
Yeah. And COVID.
Yeah. I know.
Which is why this is so late. Go on, he's in. He's in. Right, first of all, it's alright, yeah?
I still can't pick that taste. I
No.
can't pick it. No. I mean, it tastes like a wheat beer.
Good. Well, I went kind of off piste with the instructions. So rather than, I did all the wheaty side of things, as I meant to. And in the boil, at the end I was meant to put honey, but I didn't. I decided, because I didn't have any honey, I got a whole grapefruit, cut it up, squeezed it in, went mad with it. Now
Yeah, I'm getting.
in another bowl, everyone could smell and taste that grapefruit.
Yeah, it's weird, you know, because see, I took that taste to be the hops.
Ah, right. So
It's very simple.
It's got a whole grapefruit in it.
So that's what that tastes. That's good.
So it's a thumbs up.
It's definitely a thumbs up.
Oh, I can take that.
Like that, and it's nice the fact it's actually not too carbonated.
Well, the carbonated ones came out really nice. So when I put a
honest,
video
I don't
back,
like wheat beers.
it had a decent head
At
on.
all.
Do you not? Oh, right, okay.
Really? Like, no, I don't particularly at all. But that, see that? That's more like.
I'm taking it as a win.
It is. That's more like. Well, it's more like an IPA. Well, for me it is because I like it.
Right, fair dues. So there we go. I think the verdict is I know what I'm doing with the brew kit. So I suppose now I've got to do it properly. Pick my own hops and stuff like that.
Right, so those.
I've got one bottle left in my fridge and you've got one bottle left in your fridge, you can see.
That's going with me to the beer festival on Friday.
What's... Well, the thing is, it's from a home kit, remember, so I can't really...
Oh, no, we can't sell it, but...
no, but also I haven't got a clue what was in the pack they gave me. So it contained lots of stuff that I just put in. It looked like porridge. So,
Oh, I've moved again, haven't I?
yeah, let's just do that. There you go. No,
I'm very impressed with that. I tell you what, honestly,
Thanks, mate.
the kids.
so
I could not take the grapefruit.
well, the next challenge is I've got an IPA, which I'm going to mess around with as well. And on top of that, I need to do one where I do my own, not recipe, but I don't get it out of the pack, shove it in. I'll work it out for myself.
We'll do a brew. We'll do a brew.
Proper brew,
Yeah, 50 litre, so half BBL, whatever it is, brew.
Okay.
Yes. Happy
Well,
days.
there you go, guys. So that's the end of this rather long-winded video, which took about a month and a bit because of COVID, and, getting COVID, I should say, and because it just takes a long while to do. But this is the hardest work we've done for a video for 06 yet.
It is. And we'll carry on with our meeting in the pub.
Take care, guys.
Cheers.